Hi, I'm Sparks City Attorney Wes Duncan. You know, in the fall of 2023, we had heard from residents in our community that they were concerned about retail theft, and many businesses had reached out to the Sparks Police Department to ask what could we do to try to deter retail theft within our community. So in October of 2023, the Sparks Police Department launched our Back Our Business initiative by having an operation with one of our local grocery stores who had been the recipient of over $100,000 of loss over a 6-month period. That operation yielded many arrests, and we formally launched the initiative in December by partnering with our office to implement a zero tolerance policy to deter retail theft by seeking restitution and also by prosecuting repeat offenders. In January of this year, we rolled out the second phase of the Back Our Business initiative by urging local businesses to reach out both to my office and to the Sparks Police Department so that we could talk about best practices, so that we could have an awareness about other businesses that might be being hard hit by retail theft in this community. In December of this year, Police Chief Chris Crawforth brought before the City Council increased funding for more cameras in our hardest hit retail areas, and that was passed by the City Council unanimously. You know, we've heard from our community that retail theft is a problem, and we've seen that problem not only in our region, but a growing retail theft crime trend across the nation. And so the City of Sparks is always going to do all that it can to make sure that people understand that in the City of Sparks, you are not to commit retail theft because you will be held accountable, you'll be arrested, and you'll be prosecuted. You know, retail theft hurts everybody in our community. It not only hurts, of course, the business who's being ripped off, but it also hurts you as the consumer, that when you go to the register and the price of your goods are more expensive, businesses pass those costs off because of the retail theft that hits their stores. And so the message should be clear. We're going to continue to do all that we can to deter retail theft. In my office alone, we secured 215 petty larceny convictions. We have another 101 cases that are open, and we'll continue to vigorously prosecute those cases in the coming year.
I'm Chris Crawforth, the Sparks Police Chief. As Wes has mentioned, we heard from our community. We heard a lot of concerns about theft that was happening throughout our community. We had some significant areas of substantial loss to some of our businesses. And with that, we partnered together to start combating this problem and figuring out how can we start to reduce these numbers. At the Sparks Police Department, we did a first inception of a retail theft operation where we worked with loss prevention from a local retailer that had lost substantial amount of inventory, which, as Wes had mentioned many times, results in a pass on of those costs to us, the consumers. With that, we saw a lot of success, multiple arrests and citations, and then we started looking a little bit deeper of more that we could do. Since that time, we have utilized 10 different operations at our hardest hit businesses, identifying the highest losses as well as the highest number of cases that have been reported to our police department. While we know many thefts are either not being identified or reported just because the businesses don't realize it's occurring, that we wanted to still take a stance where we're making a difference within our community. With that, during those 10 operations, we've arrested well over 40 people. With that, we're starting to see a lot of repeat customers that are doing theft, meaning we're seeing folks that have stolen throughout the entire region. We're seeing them committing thefts 1 to 2 times, sometimes a day. In our most recent operation within the last week, we arrested a couple that had several outstanding cases throughout the region, both in Reno and our unincorporated areas, that we had all identified working together with our other law enforcement partners and actually observed them commit a theft in our local store, and we're able to bring several different cases throughout our region to conclusion. So with that, we will continue to do that. As Wes mentioned, I also brought forward the opportunity for the City Council to increase some funding so that we could purchase some more cameras within our hardest hit business districts so that we could really provide some further investigative tools and continue to curb this theft and really send that strong message that we're not going to stand for this in our community. We're not going to allow our businesses to be victimized, which then may further impact our citizens through their wallets. We just want to thank everyone for their support. We really want to thank our businesses for coming forward and wanting to partner with us. That is a big part. They are bringing a ton of information to us that is really helping us to identify the correct times for such operations, as well as the day-to-day partnerships that our officers are doing every single day in helping combat this theft. As your police chief, I want you to know that we and I have heard you, and we will continue to partner with you. We will not allow our community to be demoralized, and we will continue to fight this together.